Okay,
Oh,
there.
there it is.
Now we're recording. So anyway, yeah, so we definitely hear ourselves say a lot, and I hear it again because I rewatch these these meetings when I put them on YouTube. So let's move on from good, bad, and the ugly. Oh, come on. All right. Does anybody have any new listings that they want to pitch that are coming up? The listing board is looking really good.
Wait, Joe had a good, bad, and ugly.
Okay, Joe, tell us
sorry.
what's happening. You have to yell because I see you way back there.
Okay, I just wanted to say that both my escrows are going well, and I've passed contingencies, and that they're both due to close the week after Labor Day, and well, one the week after Labor Day, one the following week. So everything's going great. Good. Thank you.
Awesome. So next week, maybe we'll hear that one of them closed by the time the meeting comes. And Jill
Yep,
just, I'll pitch, I'm not going to pitch, but good news for her is she just took like a $1.2 million listing in her farm. So she'll be pitching that next week. It sounds like it's a beauty.
Awesome. That's great.
Anybody else? How about buyer needs? Anybody have buyers they're working with that they can't find a listing for? How many is on here? Okay.
Wow.
All right, so here's the market report for the week. Like I said, I went to this new modified version. We had 130 homes sold in the Temecula Valley. The median price went down to 609, but that's just a weekly thing. So, you know, when we get the whole month, it will probably average up higher. The days on market was 13 days, and we had 126 new listings come on the market in the Temecula Valley. And then I took out this report from the Altos Research this morning, and this is the market action index, and it's going slightly, ever so slightly each week by 1 or 2 points to the buyer's market. We're still in a seller's market for sure. We know that the inventory is very, very low, but it's just slowly inching that way. And it's going to, you know, continue to go that way as we get into the holiday season. And I think we're going to have listings come on the market soon. Those people that are hoping to, you know, get a good buyer. But anyway, I want to show you guys some other things on some updates. So while I wait for, I'm not sure if I've got Kim or Nat on the meeting yet. Let me see. If they are, they could speak up when they get here. But I wanted to ask you guys about a potential of doing a book club. And I know we had a book club way before COVID, but it was more nonfiction type books. I want to do a book club for business books. So if you guys think you might be interested in that, I have a collection, like a list of business books that I think would be great if we all agreed to read together. So let me know if you guys would be interested in that, and then I can start the club with the first book. So depending on how you guys feel about how long it takes you to read, or I'm a person who likes to just do audiobooks because reading puts me to sleep. But we can do it like every 5 or so weeks. And then I think that should be enough time. Most of the business books are like a quick read anyway. They're very short. So, all right. So let me jump into one of my Tom Ferry takeaways. And so Christy and Cecily and Kim were there with me, and you'll probably remember this. So one of the things is how can we connect with our past clients in a way that doesn't seem too hokey? And this is what they called a one-to-one market update. And there's triggering events that would cause you to reach out to your past clients. One of them would be a new listing that will sell quickly in their neighborhood, a massive price reduction in their neighborhood of a listing, a hot home that's getting a lot of attention or traction, and that would probably mean that it's your listing if you have one nearby a past client. Notable sales that were way above or way below listing price, or expired listings. So the plan is you go into the MLS and you pull all of your past closed sales, because those buyers are hopefully still in place, and you reach out to these clients with a text message. So I'm going to show you the text messages, and then I'm going to show you how to find your past sales and put them on a map. So the first text message, and everybody agrees, texting is way easier, right? Than, because we just learned in our script practice that we say too much and we So the first text is, hey, Shannon, I was in the MLS today and I just saw that 123 Main Street sold in your neighborhood. Did you see the final sale price? Of course they didn't, because they're not watching it like we are. I think that will get a response and they'll be like, no, what did it sell for? And so you can tell them the sale price. This is actually the first time this home has ever been listed. They built it back in '96. Would it be helpful if I got you some more information about the sale? And they'd be like, sure, I guess. Like, they probably don't know what they're in for, but that gives you an opportunity to gather some information and call them and reconnect. And so who would we be using this on? Like I said, it would probably be your clients, and I have to get out of the habit of saying past clients, but clients, neighbors, your sphere of influence who live nearby. And so let me show you how I figured out, how would you find those people? You guys are very savvy in the MLS, so this is not really going to be a surprise to you. So I'm going to jump in the MLS. Can you guys see my MLS screen now? Okay. Good, Christy, I'm watching you because you're the only face that's showing up. So in the MLS, I go over to the left-hand side where it says my listings. Sorry, yeah, my listings. And you're gonna do this drop-down menu that says my selling residential listings. So when you do that, these will be all the closed sales that you've done in your whole career. And you're gonna want to mark all of them. And then what I do, because you don't have the functions here like you do on a full search. So you don't have the results and you don't have the map that you normally would have up here. So you have to go to click here to run this as a full search. This is just the faster way to get to the results. So I'm going to start that again. We're going to click all, and now we're going to put them on a map. Okay, so on the map, now we can see all the closed sales that you've ever had. And so I was poking around in here yesterday. Let me get down in here. And when you hover over it and you click on it, you can see who the owners are. Well, that's not my client. So my client sold without me on that one. So bummer. Here's one though, and that is my client. So now I know, because I haven't talked to him, I'm a bad agent. I can go and start reconnecting with Michael King about houses that sell in Vintage Hills. And so that might be something that I target, maybe choose 2 or 3 in one day to try to reach out to people. Is that making sense to you guys?
Yes.
Cool.
Past clients.
Yeah, past sales. So I know that only works for the experienced agents, but I'll be bringing other things to you guys to consider for helping you. So the other thing I wanted to show you, in case you didn't see it, was the tech tips that are coming out now regularly on Tuesdays. So let me switch my share here. It's so quiet when we do it this way. Nope. Nope.
This way she can keep it on tips.
Okay, can you guys see my screen? How can you send a just sold email?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, so let me fix this.
Congratulations, your transaction has closed escrow. Now you need to communicate to everybody. And did you know that you could do it in a very short period of time with the Virtual Agent Center? Let me show you how. First, we're going to go into marketing. and we're going to click on Ready Promo Dashboard. When we click on Ready Promo Dashboard, there's actually two tabs, an active tab for all your listings and the sold tab. So in the sold tab, you're going to see everything, all your transactions that have closed escrow, whether they be with buyers or with sellers. And all you need to do is come across here and you'll see where it says email your sold listing. And there's other options as well, but we're going to just talk about this one. And we're going to click on view. And it's going to show up, this is what it's going to look like actually in the email itself. So what you need to do is you have the ability to actually change what the look and feel, what it looks like. So we can change the wording here. We can put sold. And if we don't like the picture here, it has actually pulling up the images that were in the MLS. So you can actually change the picture if you wanted to. And then if you scroll down, it's got other content in here as well. And it allows you to insert some custom text. So I'm actually going to just type in something, or I already had something already typed in here. And it'll have all your contact information as well. So now you want to email it to your client base. So I'm going to click on email, and I have three options. I could send it to individual contacts. So I could send contacts this email, or I can actually send it to all my contacts in my client base, or I have the ability to send it to a group or groups in my client base. So if I want to send it to contacts, I'm going to click on contacts and I'm going to start typing in their names. And I could actually just go ahead and click send an email first. And of course, I also want to change the subject line. So I'm going to do that. And then, so I could just send it and close, and it'll send it to those people that I've specified. But remember, you can also send it to all of your contacts by clicking on all contacts and then click send and close, and it will automatically send it out to everybody in your client base in the Virtual Agent Center. Or you can send it to a group or groups that you have in your client base. So if I wanted to send it to my sphere of influence, I'll click on the sphere of influence, and then I can click on send and close. And it will automatically go out to everybody who's in my client base that is associated with that specific group of sphere of influence. So what it looks like is when I come in here, it's going to actually be my email that I sent out. So again, get going, let everybody know that you've sold that transaction, and have a great day.
All right, so we were lucky to have Michaela in the office on Monday, and she was kind of reiterating to us about how to get our database and how to use it in a better way. She's going to be back in a couple of months, and she's going to be training on our agent websites. So keep an eye out for that. But I find that using the Virtual Agent Center is just for that particular reason, for just solds, for open houses, for just listeds. It's so easy. And if you guys have your database into groups, that's wonderful. I will tell you, half of my database is agents I'm trying to recruit, and half of them are clients, and I don't even care. I just send it to everybody, because if it just listed, they need to know if they're an agent, and they need to know if they're a client, because maybe they need to know I'm in business still. So something that you can do in less than 5 minutes once you close those deals. And I know a couple of you have some closings that just happened or are getting ready to close. So get your database loaded up for that. All right, let me get back to, I don't know where I am. Is Kim or Nat on the call? I saw an iPhone. I don't know whose it is. Okay, I'm going to move on then, and we might be really, really fast meeting. Okay, so I can't see anybody. Where did you go? It doesn't matter. Can you guys see me? Can you see my
Yes.
screen?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So are you guys ready to get mad?
Yes.
Yes.
To get mad. Okay. What if the DRE called today and said, if you don't find a customer tomorrow, your license is being revoked? Freaky. What would you do? I want to see your faces. I can't see it. It's
Oh my gosh, I don't know what I would do. I don't know. Crazy.
Probably go out and go door knocking.
Everything.
Yes.
okay. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear that. We're gonna have a mad day.
Oh,
It's gonna be on 9/11. That's just
massive.
coincident that happens to be a Monday, but 9/11, I know that's a day in history we'll never forget. So here's what the mad day is all about. It starts the night before. You guys get to bed early for all you night owls that like to go to bed at midnight.
Mhm.
And we're going to have, guess what, a conference call at 5:30 in the morning.
Okay.
This is why I want to see your faces, but I can't, whatever. 5:30. And the reason for it is to make sure you're being held accountable, that you're going to show up to your mad day. We're going to have some assigned reading. I promise it's very easy. It's very motivating. Then we're going to give ourselves time to exercise, which we should be scheduling our time for ourselves every single day. Then we're going to meet at the office at 7:30 in the conference room. We're going to do a 10-10 visualization exercise with all of us together. We're going to break into partners, and we're going to do some role playing so that we can feel comfortable, because yes, we're going to be on the phones. At 8:30, we're going to be doing some lead generation. So this means you're going to have your databases ready to go. Who are you going to contact? Your sphere of influence, your hot leads. You're going to get, if you can get phone numbers around current listings or around past sales, around your open house. If you want to go out the door, you can door knock, not door drop, door knock your farm, do pop buys, expireds, for sale by owners. You get the idea. The point is you're going to be touching people for 3.5 hours. We're going to stop at 12:30. We're going to have some lunch, and then we're going to share our experiences, and we have winners. So this is going to be something where we get points for doing the activities we're supposed to be doing every single day. And I do have a tally sheet, if you will, and I'll share that day. We'll go over that. But if you decide you want to go further, you can go out for 3 more hours and go door knocking. That would be fun for you. But here is the dealio. Yeah, the last one. Let me go back. Put your request into the staff that you don't want to work here anymore at 6 o'clock because Shannon is so mean and made me do these things and made me got appointments. Heaven forbid. Okay, so here's the rules, and this is the hard part. You are not allowed to be on your email. I know you're going to be on your phones, and your email is on your phones, but for today only, you're going to clear your schedule for the first half of the day, and we're just going to make contacts. So if that means you have to put a calling list together, print it out in front of you, then that's what it's got to be. Okay, and then you could even print out calendars so that if you do get appointments, you have calendars in front of you. I won't be a hard nose on that one because it is easier to do everything on your phone, but just a thought. Business casual, of course, so come in, be comfortable, because we're just going to be in the office for the whole time. And no checking voicemails. We're going to give you guys a break. I don't have a mouse in my pocket. I will give you a break about every hour, 10 minutes. For bathroom breaks, checking your voicemails, etc. And that's it. And then we'll be back at it. Make sure your phone's fully charged. Now, this is something one of the other managers suggested that, when we see that blinking light on our phone, like it kind of triggers us and we want to go to the voicemail. Like, I'll bring black tape if you need to cover up that little blinking dot. I'm going to be serious today. No dramas. No excuses. You can yell at me when the day's over, but we're going to do positive energy and all day long, no drama. So no appointments for the first half of the day. Pretend you're taking the day off. Put all of your responsibilities onto somebody else who can do it for the first half of the day. What do you guys say?
Yay.
Yay.
You're so excited.
Can we have some motivation music to start or
Absolutely. Yes, absolutely. So I do need commitments. So it's not till the 11th. I want you guys to think about it, but I do need commitments because I'm not going to be waiting on a conference call for nobody at 5:30.
Right.
And you don't even, it could be a call. Maybe I'll do a Zoom and you don't have to turn on your screen. So I don't even have to see your face because, you know, we were just woke up, right?
Right.
But I want a commitment. So if you guys are committed, please text, call me, email me, tell me in person that you want to do it. And I'm excited. Shauna and I are going to do it too. So
Yes, I was gonna say that,
Question. Oh, sorry.
go ahead.
Oh, the question is if we're supposed to uh exercise right after that call and come in,
Yep.
are
Yeah,
we?
give you time. The exercise is like 30 minutes.
Oh, okay, that's what I wanted to clarify, because then showers and travel time, the whole thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna just limit it to 30, 40-ish minutes, depending on how fast you get ready and meet in the office at 7:30. And I actually pushed the schedule out a little bit. The calling time was, you know, per the plan started at 8, but I think that calling people at 8 in the morning is a little bit too early. So 8:30 is when we're gonna start calling. And we're just gonna do our best.
I
Yeah.
was just gonna say that, even for me, I'm not a real estate agent. I was like, I want to take part in doing it just because for motivation for anything that you do in life, you know, takes a schedule and then seeing your coworkers working and so I think it sounds like a great idea.
Yeah, so we're all gonna, you know, when we take our breaks, we're gonna come out, high five, grab some drinks, not cocktails yet at that point, but we're gonna come out, high five each other on what we did. And then
Mimosas.
huh? We'll have,
I
maybe we'll have some
agree.
bubbly at lunch.
I love stuff like this, but I hate it, but I love it. But
I
but
agree.
also it's very Miracle Morning. I love a structure. I got away from that. I don't know if anyone else has read that book. And there is Miracle Morning for Miracle Morning for real estate agents. We could add that to the list. So yeah, this seems like a challenge.
Yes, it does.
I accept the mission.
Okay, I was just gonna say, Cecily, are you the first one to accept?
I will.
Okay, right on.
I
Anybody
accept.
else?
Nat's in.
Okay, Nat's in,
That's
right
a
on.
Sam.
Lynette? Okay, you guys, the rest of you could think about it and get back to me. You got another week or so.
I'll do
All
it.
right, so Nat, I see you're online now that I can see your faces. Let me get back to my
You got a commitment from Tammy.
Tammy. Right on.
Get it.
God. I'm getting there, sorry. Okay. Let me go back. In my screens for Nat. I'm just gonna go here. All right, Nat, you got the floor. Tell us what's happening. What do you do when you cross-qualify people? I can't see you. So, are you there?
How's that?
Now I could hear you.
All right. Good morning, everybody. This has been coming up a lot lately, which is awesome. I'm glad to have this as questions. And then quite a few of you have been sending over your deals to have them cross-qualified. One thing you can always suggest to your clients if they are pre-qualified is talk to my lender, see if she can do better. And this is for your buyer client. I just had someone that was going to go with Chase, and I was able to do better than Chase. So don't discount offering. Would you like to talk to another person and see if they can do better? Once they're in the process and you have listings, or even your client is going to be cross-qualified by a lender, these are important things for you to know. So you've probably already read the screen. And the answers to these are no. I don't rerun credit. I don't make them fill out an application, but I really have seen a lot of agents that are not protecting their sellers by getting people cross-qualified. So in your listing appointment, make sure that you're adding that in at that time. You know, you don't want to be putting that in a counter offer, just that you're going to be cross-qualified with our lender, along with all the other things, who you're using for escrow. And Shannon can give you the verbiage on all that good stuff. So make sure that you're protecting them. There's a lot of stuff that's fallen out this year that didn't have to fall out if it was, you know, if they were cross-qualified. And we'll go to the next slide.
100% agree. I just got to say it again, that you cross-qualified that scary buyer that had that DU with this super low credit. He's closing escrow tomorrow. So thank you for giving me the confidence to accept that offer from my seller.
Great.
All right.
So I don't talk to the borrowers. I just talk to the lenders. And these questions really let me dig in, and I suggest that you keep these questions for yourself. Take a little snap of this or a picture with your phone, because this is also stuff that you can dig into if you feel that you're confident and you want to ask these questions, because these are things that get in the way. Berkshire is one of the few agencies that if you have a husband and a wife, let's say, as an example, and the husband's on the loan and the husband's signed the contract, your brokerage requires that you redo all the paperwork and add the wife. That's been my experience for years, that you have to go back and add the wife to the contract. So we need to know this, or the vesting has to be, sole and separate, and then they're added later. So we want to know the relationship, and we really want to know what the vesting is, because we know what roadblocks are in the way. Oh, I'm going to do all of this, but then I do have to have, permission from the trust. Okay, well, let's see what that trust looks like, right? Have they owned a home before? Does this person have any homeowner experience? Why did that loan officer choose that program? That's a window into the soul of this whole transaction when I ask that question. Credit issues. Have they made previous offers? And the lender knows, because they'll say, yeah, this is their third time. Okay, well, why did they fall out? Because that's usually not a conversation agents get to have with them on great detail. And those lenders, if they've stayed with them, they know. They know how long they've been shopping. They know the reasons they fell out. And if they fell out over a bunch of repairs that were going to overwhelm them, and your property has those same repairs, and you have multiple offers, this may not be the person, even if they're really qualified. If they have fallen out so many times over the same issues. Income, and have they been fully underwritten? Have they been given all of the fees? I can't tell you, when I ask loan officers, have you gone over all of the closing fees with them? Not just down payment. No, 9 out of 10 have not, which means there's a good chance when this person, if they're really tight, find out that there's something more than a down payment, they could not be qualified or fall out because they don't want to spend, more money. And we'll pop to the next slide. Okay. If you have any questions, shout out.
Yeah, but let's go quickly because I'm going to run out of time.
Okay. On multiple offers, will I look at them? Yes. So what's the process? Send me an email with the purchase contract and the pre-qualifications, whatever ones you have, and as much information you have on that buyer. Get permission from that agent so I can talk to that loan officer. It takes me about 5 to 10 minutes to get all these answers. And I'm going to rank them for you. You might ask me which one you would pick. My answer is going to be, here's the most risky first, second risky, third risky. So these are all your choices you get to make in the end with your seller, but that's my job. I'm finding the cracks that have the risk in them and the red flags. And I think that's our last slide.
Cool. I love that. I didn't happen to have multiple offers on mine. So, but that's great that you'll look at all of them and cross-qualify all of them. So before we end, I just want to do a reminder. I don't know if you guys saw this email come from our marketing department, but we're going to be doing a day at the Angels baseball on September 15th, and the tickets actually go towards Sunshine Kids Club. So if you're interested to go, let me know, because let's try to buy tickets together and we could all hang out at the ball field that day. It is a Friday. They're not playing the best team. Actually, both teams, I'm not an Angel fan. Both teams are not doing so good right now. So it may be kind of a boring game. But anyway, it's for Sunshine Kids. So if anybody wants to go, reach out to me. I'll resend the email out, but let's try to sit together. And we're gonna, this is for all the Berkshire Hathaway offices. So we are all kind of trying to figure out where does everybody want to sit so we can see our fellow agents. And then lastly,
Oh, sorry to interrupt. I just wanted to ask Nat a question. Sorry about the cross qualify. I've done that before. Does it cause a contentious experience between the previous lender?
No, not at all. This is a friendly situation whenever I have one. And whenever they have one, everybody knows that we're just, evaluating risk. So it's never a problem. They always call back. It's always a good exchange.
yeah, and I
Thanks.
feel like all lenders do it. So it's okay.
Okay.
Cecily, I see your hand.
Yes, I had a question. Something about bulk tickets made me think of the conference. And there was an email that had come out with respect to the rates for bulk registration and limited number of seats and whatnot.
Yes, so today's the last day for bulk tickets based on how many we have left. So the company bought 100 tickets. And if you haven't bought or decided yet, get with Lisa Peters today. They're $450 now. They'll go up when they finally open up the full conference for early birds, etc. Once you sign up for bulk tickets, she'll send over the hotel information probably next week to the bulk ticket buyers. She's already got a block of rooms that have been blocked off for our company at the Marriott Riverside, I believe. And from those conference hotels, they'll have shuttles to the conference center because they're not nearby. They're like a mile away. So I'm just kind of evaluating that myself right now. But yeah, if you haven't bought your ticket yet and you're going, Cecily, definitely call or email Lisa Peters.
Thank you.
All right, you're welcome. And I think that's it for today. We did it in under 40 minutes. I can't believe it. It's a miracle. All right, you guys, I don't like doing things this way, but again, I just trying to have everybody travel to town once today. Hopefully I'll see you this afternoon at the SRCAR event with Mark Stark. We haven't seen him in a long time, so I'm looking forward to saying hi to him. Other than that, thank you so much for jumping on. I appreciate you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
I don't know how to stop it there.